President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received on Wednesday the Arab ministers of media at Al Ittihadiyya Presidential Palace. Presidency spokesman Bassam Radi said the president affirmed the strategic role of media in supporting the state's efforts in achieving stability and development. The president pointed out to the main duties of media in tackling national issues and deepening public awareness of Arab people in regards to the common crises facing the region. In the context of combating extremist ideologies, the head of state reiterated that all religions seek to boost construction, peace and development, a matter which he said will not be reached without security existence. Meanwhile, the Arab ministers expressed appreciation to Egypt and hailed its leading role in preserving security and stability in the Arab region. The meeting also witnessed an open dialogue on means of raising awareness for future generations and supporting the Arab national security, as well as building state institutions and enhancing friendly ties among Arab countries. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli witnessed the launch of the National Strategy for Intellectual Property on Wednesday under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The event tackled the main aspects and goals of the national strategy within the framework of the UN Agenda for Sustainable Development. Here's the story.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli launched the National Strategy for Intellectual Property on Wednesday under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The event comes in line with the World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO Development Agenda, the UN's Sustainable Development Goals and Egypt's Vision 2030, according to Chairman of the Supreme Council for Media Regulation, Karam Gabr. Gabr asserted that Egypt will cooperate with the WIPO in training and qualifications to help the country reach an advanced rank globally. WIPO Director General Darren Tang attended Wednesday's launch ceremony in his first visit to an Arab country since he took over his position in the organization in 2020. Addressing the event, Minister of Higher Education Mohammed Ayman Ashur said that Egypt has been a member of WIPO since 1975 and has signed 14 agreements administered by the organization. He reiterated that the agreements included the Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property, the Berne Convention for the Protection of Literary and Artistic Property, the Patent Cooperation Treaty, the Madrid Agreement on the International Registration of Marks, and the Hague Agreement on the International Deposit of Industrial Designs. Ashur asserted the importance of intellectual property protection in creating an environment conducive to innovation, pointing to the 884 requests filed with the Egyptian Patent Office so far in 2022, compared to 1,271 requests in 2021. Meanwhile, Minister of Justice Omar Marwan explained that the ministry aims to spread awareness of intellectual property law at the university and postgraduate levels to consolidate the foundations of intellectual property. For his side, Minister of Trade and Industry Ahmed Samir stated that intellectual property helps the economy grow, adding that the ministry has set goals to make patents available for effective use and help contribute to sustainable development. He explained that the ministry worked in coordination with the rest of the authorities to define the intellectual property goals of the Trade Ministry to achieve integration between research and academic institutions and the industry sector. Minister of Supply and Internal Trade Ali Musalhi explained that the strategy is also directed to establish the Egyptian Intellectual Property Authority because the presence of one body supervising intellectual property will work to create a supportive environment, adding that the most important point is to spread societal awareness.
On the sidelines of the UN General Assembly meeting, Foreign Minister Shukri held a number of meetings. He held talks with the U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, that focused on bilateral ties as well as a number of regional and international issues of concern. The top diplomat also held a meeting with the U.S. envoy to Yemen, Tim Linderking, at the Egypt UN Permanent Mission premises in New York. Also on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly meeting, Shukri held talks with Cyprus foreign ministers on Monday in New York. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ambassador Ahmed Abu Zaid said the meeting tackled bilateral ties and coordinating stances on international groupings, specifically the UN. Shukri also held talks with France's foreign minister and the Indian foreign minister. Head of the National Media Authority, Hussein Zain, met with the Jordanian Minister of State for Media and Government, formal spokesman Faisal Al-Shaboul, and his accompanying delegation. The two sides talked about means of fostering cooperation between the National Media Authority and the Jordanian Ministry of State for Media in various fields, as well as ways of confronting rumors circulated by social media platforms. Zain confirmed the activation of cooperation with the Jordanian side, with the aim of realizing both economic and professional. He stressed the significance of continuing coordination with the Jordanian side in covering crucial events, adding that there is a fruitful communication with the media in Jordan. And for his part, the Minister of Jordan affirmed the media cooperation with the National Media Authority, which owns experiences and capabilities, expressing his appreciation for the performance of Egyptian media. Meanwhile, Hussein Zain met with the Bahraini Minister of Information, Ramzan bin Abdullah Al Naimi, and his accompanying delegation. They discussed means of enhancing bilateral cooperation in the media field, with Zain stressing the importance of coordination with the Bahraini side through exchanging media production training and activating protocols. For his part, the Bahraini minister hailed distinguished ties that bind two nations in various media fields. The Interior Ministry resumed its activities combating all forms of crime as it released its report on the latest achievements in the field of combating fraud and money laundering cases, as well as other crimes that impact the country's economic process. It succeeded in capturing two gangs in Menia Governorate in Upper Egypt for robbing a huge sum of money from banks' clients by sending them messages through cell phones and their banking accounts data. In this context, the ministry called on citizens to not respond to these messages before contacting the bank's customer service. In the money laundering field, a case was discovered totaling 200 million Egyptian pounds, as well as 11,087 supply cases and 81,770 cases of stealing electricity currents, with a total sum of 74,570,000 pounds. The ministry also arrested three defendants for stealing money from a number of citizens in Cairo, Giza and Sharqiya, claiming they would help them to get job opportunities abroad. The continuous campaigns are aimed at arresting outlaws, combating crime and corruption in all forms, preserving public properties and tightening security. Marking the World Peace Day, the First Lady, Ms. Intisar al-Sisi, asserted that peace is the spirit of all religions and the only choice for achieving coexistence and tranquility in disputed countries. The First Lady's statement came via social media accounts, where she stressed the need for establishing concepts of peace and boosting values of tolerance. She stressed on the significance of accepting the others for building a safe, stable community at all levels. Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered a partial military mobilization and vowed on Wednesday to use all means available to protect Russian territory after Moscow held regions of Ukraine